Well, as you know, I am the new tool side of the old school with new tools book and podcast and all those pieces. And I get questions all the time about how do you exactly manage all those business cards that you get. You remember, I go to dozens and dozens of networking events each year. In fact, I have a box in my room, and it's just all of the business cards that I happen to collect over the course of the year. And I am not kidding. Over the course of this last year, I have easily collected over 500 business cards. Well, trying to be able to manage those business cards is just brutal. You get the card, you take it home, you gotta type it in, and then you put it into your CRM, and then you gotta figure out how to get it, emails off to them on a regular basis, connect with them on LinkedIn, and on and on and on. Really difficult to be able to manage that much in terms of the interaction, but also the amount of time that it takes to be able to build all of those contacts. So I want to use a new tool that's going to allow for us to be able to make this so much more efficient. And so here's the name of the tool. It's called Scannable. So Scannable is actually owned by LinkedIn, which also owns another a company called Evernote. In order to make this tool work, you actually need 3 separate apps. You need LinkedIn, you need Evernote, and you need Scannable. You're going to want to make sure that you have each of those 3 things on your phone. So out of all of the apps that I have ever used, this one saves me probably the most in respect to the time investment that I have done versus the return that I have gotten from it. So it took me about an hour to be able to set up and to learn how to use, and then it has given me back between 2 and 4 hours of time every single week. Think about that. I now get back over the course of a year between 100 and 200 hours of time just by understanding how to be able to use this app that took me 1 hour of investment about how to do. I'm gonna go ahead and take Pam's card, which looks just like this. This is Pam Gaines. She is our sales and marketing director, and she's absolutely fabulous. You definitely want to know her. I'm gonna take her card. I'm gonna put it on a contrasting surface, as you'll see with my table we happen to have. I've already opened up the app called Scannable. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically take a picture. It's gonna be a scan, just like you would with any other scanner, picture taker, anything along those lines. You see, it actually picks up the card and it says, hey, there's the card, and look at that. There's Pam's picture right there. I'm gonna go ahead and open that card up, and when I do, next thing you know, there's all of her information, as you can see, that's on there. So Pam's actually an already existing contact for me. So I'm just gonna say update existing. You can also say create new, the very same thing. And what happens next though is so amazing. First off, it's pulled in all of her LinkedIn information. It's pulled in all of her contact information into my phone, now saved into contacts. But this is the cool part. Not only do I have it in my phone, because there's tons of, Cram Card and Card Munch and all those other possible business scanners out there, but watch what this does next. I'm gonna press this little button called Send My Info, and look at that. What it does is it allows for me to actually pull in my email information, my VCF, and of course, my connection to LinkedIn. Now, how cool is that? So I now, as soon as I send this email, I've basically invited them to connect with me on LinkedIn. So this is pretty cool. All I'm gonna do is type right below, and I'm gonna use my little voice feature. Hi Pam, exclamation point. Great to meet you at the last networking event, exclamation point. Looking forward to seeing you soon, period. The text is now in there. I press send, and it is now done. I have now created a brand new contact, invited them to LinkedIn. I put it onto my phone. Wild, new, crazy tool that you definitely need to know how to do. So remember, 3 apps. You gotta have LinkedIn, you gotta have Evernote, you gotta have Scannable. And if you wanna know more tips and tools just like this, go to www.oldschoolwithnewtools.com. We'll see you there.
And you think about information today, we get information from so many places, don't we? It's incredible. And one of the things that we like to work on is that when you send a file to somebody, what is that file communicating to them? Do they trust that file?